go live with you guys so we could talk about the Steal It box, and my computer was not having it. So you'll probably gonna see two lives pop up. I'll delete the other one in a little bit. So I wanted to hop on for those of you who have heard that the Steal It box 2023 is being re-released, and it is also the Steal It box 2024. There are some changes though, and I think that's going to be important to note. I've put some of them down below. But I think the biggest change is that they lowered the price by like $25 on this box. And so I have all of the items around me here. And we can go through the items and all of that good stuff. But I want to confirm y'all can hear me. I think that's important. And then as well as any questions that you guys may have while we're doing this. So let me open the chat settings here. I'm on my cell phone. Since my computer's being extra, and I can't tell, is it fuzzy? Like is my makeup on here? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's so much better. Totally had to get the makeup off the screen. So I do find it interesting that they lowered the price by $25. This box is only $99.99. They also are being really candid in saying this is an everyday box. They're releasing it for spring, but it holds and bodes well as an everyday box. Okay, thank you, Stacy. I was still really curious if it was working or not. I have these items here, and I want to show them to you, mostly because, hey, Miley, these have been used for over a year. Look, I'm taking a slap. I'm taking a slap bracelet off the bench from an event. I have used these items for a year and I have zero complaints. The quality on everything is outstanding. So the bench here I use without the cushion. So it came with the cushion that came on top. I wasn't a huge fan of the cushion. It slipped like side to side. Also, I have this guy at the foot of our master bed. So when we're like getting dressed, my husband puts his shoes on it all the time. So I thought it was really cool with this bench that you could easily remove that white cushion. I gave it to a friend and she put it on a bench at her house. It was a huge, huge win. So I 1 year later, let's see if I can, I don't even know if it has any bumps or bruises to show you. I'm giving this bench a huge, huge thumbs up. It's long, like super tall. Do I have the measurements on my thing? Yeah, 42 inches long to be exact. It looks gorgeous at the end of my queen bed and my king bed if you're noodling that. I also have it right now actively as a bench at the dining room table. We had some people over, so I just shimmied it out of my room and put it at the dining room table. So I'm still giving the bench a huge thumbs up. You're gonna see this guy is a little, like you can see where I've been using him. That's not chip, that's just dirt, or at least I think. Yeah, it's coming off. It's just dirt. Pardon my look, now I'm all determined to get it off. There we go. Oh, it's like a chalky substance. You can see it's coming off. I don't think you can chip this thing. It is like iron, metal, hardcore. It's also freezing cold because I had it outside. And if you got the Halloween box, fall box, one of those has the matching one of these guys in there. Once again, I'm very glad that they are relabeling this as an everyday box because it for sure screams everyday, not spring so much. What else is in here? Oh, well, so this guy was in here, the Artichoke Finial. I mean, of course, it's fine. It's not messed up. It's just been sitting on a shelf. As far as size goes, this is a 30-ounce Stanley. And here's the Artichoke Finial. Yeah, we're totally going to use a Stanley as a size. It's not real large. You know the Third in Maine white artichoke? It's half or maybe even closer to a third of the size of that guy. Once again, a great decor, but black. And I know y'all, a few of y'all are with me on the concept of so many blacks and browns coming out for spring. We've had several boxes spoiled already, and we're seeing lots of browns. And so this box does carry blacks, maybe if browns aren't your thing. It also came with this guy. Shows you how much I've used it. The tags are still on it. But I mean, it's been in the pink envelope Playhouse and it's still in great shape. This does have feet on the bottom, so it won't scratch. It holds 2 candlesticks, or so I believe it does. I haven't put it to the test. But we got some brass there. Brass is all the rage, like all the rage. What else we got here? This guy, y'all remember this guy? This is actually pretty springy. I actually like this piece. I like the quality on this piece. I have it rolled up like a wreath, but you just literally take the 2 hooks in the back and you unhook them, and then you take the ties. So there's a tie right here, like a twist tie, and you untwist it and it becomes a garland. I think that that is really, really nifty. I have used this guy a bunch as a wreath and a garland, and as you can see, he still looks great, in good condition. The leaves look great. I haven't lost any leaves. Nothing's broken off or fallen off. So if you're talking about the fact that there are how many items? 7 items in this box, of which I've put them through the ringer and they still are in great shape for only $99.99. It's kind of a good deal, you guys. Like, that's like a crazy good deal. So here's these. Let's see. I'll just get in close so you can see. The leaves are wired, so you can absolutely move them where you want them. I probably should have dusted this before I showed it to y'all. I'm like showing my skeletons, but I just pulled it down to bring it over to show it to you. So yeah, this guy still, yeah, right, Stacy? I really do think it was smart of them to drop that price, because they've released a lot of really amazing boxes, but this one wasn't their most favorite. I think the designer's great. She's wonderful. I think the quality's great. It just kind of missed the mark on color for basically being supposed to be spring and happy. Other pieces that I've used a lot, you'll be able to see this one has some staining on it, is that this big cutting board. It does hang. Where are the stains? It's like a discoloration after I lit a candle. There it is. So you can see the yellow right there. I had candles on it. The wax went over, melted onto it, and I scraped it off. It's a cutting board. It's supposed to get some patina in love. It's shaped like a paddle. But like, look how big it is next to me. It's really large. I think below in the description of this video, I have the exact measurements on this guy as well. I love it. I love this piece. The other piece I wasn't super sure about, and you can tell because the tag's still on it, is this little phrase. You actually can see it better with this behind it. I don't do signs with words, so if you do, you're going to love this. If you don't, it's such a small part of the box. You could gift it to a friend and it's no like big loss. It's not like you lost the bench. And so, yeah, I probably should go ahead and gift this because I still have the tag on it. Or take it to a resale store. I have a resale store here locally that on the home things that I don't use, I take them up there and they buy them from me and they resell them. So I think that this is great. If you go to the Decor Steals website, and if I were in one of my regular videos, I would like overlay that right now so you can see it, but on the live I can't. You can go see how they're styling it. So when I was on here, and I've got it open right here, they show you like a spring styling and a summer styling and an autumn styling and a winter styling. So they do have some inspo there. If you want to go watch my original video, I'll add it down below on this video. You can see it there. That's the initial impression of the box and some styling ideas on that video as well. But 1 year later, I am coming back and saying, I think it's good. If it's within your style, this definitely is a great, well, it's not a cheap box, but it is in the home decor world. It's we have a lot of boxes now that are pushing in the $250 range, even in the $150, $175 range. And this is an under $100 option with 7 items inside. Maybe you could split it with a friend if they like certain stuff and you like certain stuff. So what else did they share with me? It's like 30 degrees here. And I'm like feeling it in my allergies. Stacy said that's just over 14 an item. I know. Oh, I know. Well, let's say we're just taking this. You couldn't get this Finial for 14. You'd be paying 24 at your lower end at Home Goods. If you pick this up at Home Goods, it'd be about 20 bucks. And so, yeah, I totally think it's a crazy good price point. I don't remember the designer's name, but she wasn't somebody I was familiar with. Let me see through here. how they have. Oh, and they did show some stylings with the fall winter box of this year if you want to look at those as well. They really did a good job in the re-release. They did add value through imagery, which I think is great. So, okay. So if you have any specific questions, I know I sprung this on y'all. I wanted to go live at noon, but I forgot I had a conference call at 11:45. That's okay, because that's another really cool thing that's coming soon. Hopefully, what is today? We're midway through January. Hopefully by middle of February, I can tell y'all more about it. And it'll be something fun for all of us, especially if you are in the arena of wanting to make improvements to your home, but you don't actually want to make those improvements. I've got potentially something really cool coming. So if you have questions about any of these products, please do ask me. I hold on to them so I can use them and test them for such a moment as this, that I can swing back and tell you whether it's worth the investment or not. On an initial unboxing, I can't tell you that, but at this point, I totally can. Okay, you guys, subscribe, because the Valentine's Decorate With Me is probably going to release tomorrow. I was going to release it now, but I decided to add on one little segment, so I'm going to go film that. I know, country girl, I know. I wish I could say something now. I actually asked permission. They're like, no, we have not struck a deal. Basically, I haven't been given permission to go crazy yet, so, but we will. Mindy, do you think the bench is strong enough to use? Yes. So my dad has worked in the engineering field for forever, and he runs chemical plants. So the last time he was here, because he's always like that dad who's always got an opinion on everything, I was like, Dad, on this bench, like, what do you think weight? What do you think? So he's over here, he's analyzing the brackets and looking at all the pieces. He's like, I wouldn't sit on it for an extended amount of time if I were over 250 pounds. He's like, because the center isn't supported. It's a long bench. So he said the center isn't supported enough. And that was what he said. So if your dog is under 250 pounds, you're going to be good. Yay, dads, right? So I think about this. Jonathan and I both sit on this at the foot of the bed to put on shoes on the regular. And so that would be, I'm 100. He's 170. So that's 270. We sit on it and put our shoes on. And I mean, on the regular, and it looks great. I mean, you can see, like, can you see right here? Like, there's a little worn dent in the wood right there. Because I will get my shoe and put it on my foot and then push against the bench. Hey, Jesse, how are you? I'm going to try to get better about giving y'all a better heads up when I'm doing these. It's so weird. If I go live like this on my phone, boom, I can go live. It's easy breezy. If I want to do it on my computer, I have to have streaming softwares, and then I have to run all these updates, and sometimes I just don't have it in me. So we're not going to get our typical landscape, but we'll have this. I really wanted you guys just to have a point of reference. Jesse, y'all have 5 inches of snow. I was just complaining. Let's look at my watch. Look at this big old jacket. I've got 3 shirts on. I've got 3 shirts on because it's 33. It's 33 outside, and I can't handle it. Like, literally, here in Texas, our schools, my phone's slipping, text us this morning and said, you do have to come in. Like, no, that school is not canceled, and you do have to come in today. And we were all like, oh, no. So Maryland's getting the snow. That's so crazy. Did y'all have snow on Christmas? I feel like snow on Christmas is super authentic. I always want snow on Christmas and then no other snow at any point whatsoever. Oh, yeah. Is that Missouri? Missouri's always cold. Like, if you tell me to, if you say, hey, list a cold state, I'm like, oh, Missouri. That's a cold state. It's so funny because we're so far down here in Texas that we watch y'all's weather and we're just like, you guys, like, I don't even know. It sounds so crazy. Yeah, Victoria, I'm also in San Antonio and I'm bundled up. Oh, your hot water line froze. That's a bummer. I actually installed a recirc valve in our home to make sure that doesn't happen after our last ordeal with the freeze. So Victoria, go look up a recirc valve. It's makes instant hot water as well. Yeah, Central Texas. Yes, it is sunny. It's like bright sunny. I shouldn't be complaining, but Yeah, I mean, I liked it when our winter was 60 degrees. I was digging that. Oh, Jesse, no snow for Christmas. That is sad, especially since you have it now. Janet in Hawaii. Janet, my parents are going to be, oh, I forgot. They go to Hawaii all the time. I cannot remember what part of Hawaii they're going to be in, but they'll be there in 2 weeks. And they're going to they usually stay for 2 weeks. So, yeah, I wish I was in Hawaii. That sounds simply delightful. Hey, White Home Woods team. My phone's slipping on us. I can't wait to play with y'all's box and decorate. I'm so ready to decorate. We're going to release that Valentine's Decorate With Me. It's kind of a vlog, Decorate With Me, a little bit of cleaning, organization. We play in the bathroom that was just remodeled. But I have a whole spot I left. I was like, whenever I start getting my home decor boxes in, we're going to decorate this whole section. So I've got like these chunks of my house that have no decor because I'm waiting on 3rd and Main, White Home Woods, Evergreen Lane. Who else am I talking to right now? Robert Wallace. Sage and Salt is more lifestyle, but they're on deck. Looking over at my calendar. Oh, Free Spirit bundles this week. We'll have Free Spirit by the end of this week, both bundles, and I had thoughts on that. So make sure you watch that one because we talk about that. It'll be fun. So yes, Janet, I know. I wish they were taking me with them to Hawaii. 45 and sunny. That's a little better than we are here. I guess it's because we have, and y'all can tell me this, a wet cold or we have a dry cold. I don't know. I think we have a wet cold, so it makes it feel worse than a dry cold. Because like when we go to Steamboat, Colorado, it's like literally 3 degrees and I can run outside in shorts and like do something and then come back in. But if it's like in the 20s here, I'm dying. Like it's very different. And there's just got to be something in the way cold temperatures relay because Colorado is always so pleasant, like a wonderful cold. Texas is not a wonderful cold, y'all. It's just not real happy. So yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so glad y'all were able to catch up and hop on. I know I started way later than anticipated, but I already had most of these items out to play with. So I did want to get them out and show you guys, run reviews on some things. See what y'all's thoughts were, some of y'all who already have it. When am I doing the Evergreen Lane spoiler? Do I have that written down? Looks like the 2nd week of February. It does have a question mark by it. So that probably means she's waiting on some part of her shipment. But I feel like there's an email from her right now. I was in that last meeting and I came right over here. I was looking for my phone. Y'all are on my phone. I'll look at that email and see because, yeah, it should be, y'all know how it is. We get to that like 3rd week of January and then just rolls straight through to about early March and then it calms back down. So we're about to get into all the good stuff. I have a question for y'all. I've been going back and forth even right now trying to decide if I should say this. I don't know. But I think I'm going to do it because it's 2024 and I'm feeling risky. Do I order a Deco Created box? I would like to see what they were up to. I'm still so sentimental. They were such a big chunk of everything I did for so long. Even to this day, not having them around is weird. But I have some like moral like hang-ups. That's the only reason I haven't brought them up is I have some things morally I feel like that are not right. And I feel like if I bring them back, I don't know. So I haven't done it. You know what I mean? Everybody's saying no. Okay. Whew, I kind of like feel like I'm coming down. I think in my heart of hearts is why I haven't done it. It was like, no, don't do it. But I think y'all also know that there was a lot of ownership moral issues that I struggled with personally. So that was the biggest hang up. But, I've got a yes. Would be interested in your thoughts. They've changed a lot. Oh, well, that's kind of good. I'm glad they've changed. I mean, I still thought the box wasn't bad. I thought it was good, but anywho, this whole, maybe I should change the title on this. It's Decor Steals plus Chat. Yeah, no, they're still my first love. That's always going to be the way it is. I just didn't know if I can walk back into that heartbreak. I want to. I would love to see, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, Yeah, Victoria, there was a few people that struggled with that. And so I get it. I get it. That's a hard one. I didn't even know how to advise people, to be real honest. Oh, Country Girl said the winter box was a big no. I honestly don't even follow anything they do. I just, that out of sight, out of mind. I feel like it brings a little more peace into my life. At least right now. I mean, it's not like I'm lacking cool boxes. I wish Decor Steals was able to release, and I have my, like, once again, allegedly, or whatever I'm supposed to say whenever I'm making a guess, so that I'm not legally whatever. But honestly, I think it's just because they were moving warehouses, and it's like, I don't know, massive, massive, massive warehouses. So I think that, was it the winter box, and this box just got looped up in that. They still are curating, like they still curated the Halloween box. They still did that. Rumor on the block is they've got the Easter box coming. So that they're still working on things. I just couldn't tell if, like, what got hung up. So they never do a summer box. So we know that will skip over, or at least I'm pretty sure we'll skip over it. And so I'm hoping that fall isn't a re-release, only because most of us already have all of that. And so, yeah, hopeful. And then, White Home Woods, 3rd and Main, staples that are always doing phenomenal things. We've got our new ones like Evergreen Lane. Oh, why can't my brain think of, excuse me. I know where I could look. Let me look over here. What's our new Hostess box? Simply Hosted. Hello. She's got cool things on deck, and she's making pivots. We have the new Brewify box, and she's new on the block, and she's making pivots. So in the same ride, I guess I haven't bounced back to old things because we have so many beautiful, really cool new things that seem a little more with the times, if you know what I mean. They're moving in direction of supporting small business. They want their dollars to be very intentional. They are sending these boxes to me, you guys, and saying, hey, throw this out here, and then tell them to comment back. We want to hear, and we want to pivot and grow based on what they want. And y'all, I didn't have that for a while. I had, some of these boxes, and we won't name names, who it is what it is. You get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit, and they weren't interested in feedback. And that got tricky and hard, whereas these new boxes that are showing up are not that way. They are just super receptive. And so I feel like we've got these really just cool things on deck because of that. Yeah, what else? Oh, did I tell you guys I ordered frownies for this? I ordered frownies. So those are on deck. We're going to do a real raw, like, give it a try. We're going to do before photos, after photos. I don't want Botox. I don't want to lose this. Y'all know my facial expressions. They're important to me. And I also don't want to inject, I don't know. It's just a personal thing. All my girlfriends do it. I'm not judging. I have no room for that. But I'm going to try the frownies. We're going to see if they worked or not. Anybody have grandparents, or I guess grandmas, who used to use frownies? It's been around for like 3 or 4 generations. I need to meet somebody who used them like 40 years ago. I should have started using them 20 years ago. What else? What else is on deck? Of course, Entry Envy's doing all the cutest stuff. Did y'all see? They're doing, if you do a 3-month subscription, you get a free Little Envy. Completely free. Do I have... I don't know if y'all saw it in the video. I have 3 Little Envies now. So that's another one that y'all can check out. I'll put that info below. It's a very limited offer. Like, I don't even know if it'll make it to February, where she's giving away a free sign. That's kind of crazy. Okay, Tracy, when I got the spring box last year, love the bench and cushion, not so much the other items. That's fair, but I wound up liking the black pot and candelabra as I used them for Halloween and Christmas. Yeah, I found so much more intentionality behind the items later in the season, which I think is why it's smart that what they put on here, they said something like, where is it at? They like renamed it. It's a spring summer box. However, it's more intended for everyday use. It says something like that on their website now, which once again, that is listening to our feedback. It is what it is. They know what the box is, and instead of being like, no, y'all are wrong, this is a spring box, they're like, okay, it's called an everyday box. That makes sense. I thought that was kind of cool. I also noticed they have the Celebrate America box still available. I mean, believe it or not, we're going to be sharing Memorial Day, 4th of July things here soon. So if you want to check that box out, you can. It's on sale for $75 from $125, which I think $75 is a better price point for that one. All right. I'm trying to, the font on my phone's like little bitty at the bottom, and I'm reading through it. Okay, you guys. I think that's it. Any particular questions about any of these guys? I never did put this in, but if I did, I would get on Amazon and get some really cool bolts or gold screws, something that adds an accent to put this in. I wouldn't use a regular screw. You can get them really fancy bougie ones on Etsy, but you can get a cheaper knockoff version on Amazon for this if you wanted to. And then I know if some people just double sticky taped it onto this board. I use the board for so many other things. It's great to serve on. So I just use it for serving all s'mores bars, charcuteries, anything with the theme. We're planning a Dolly Parton birthday party for my 9 turning 10-year-old. So I'm sure it will be involved in some way serving food to 9 and 10-year-olds for a Dolly birthday. If y'all have I already went to Target and I went to Amazon and I ordered some custom shirts on Etsy. But if y'all have any tips or tricks to get really great Dolly Parton birthday like swag, email me, comment here, because I want this to be off the hook. It's her double digit. Okay, what did Meg say? I empathize with your feeling towards, yeah. Ugh, all the emotions. That one's a toughie. Country girl. Oh yeah. Like totally anything you're hanging. This is I would rather intentionally put a gold pretty screw than double side like sticky tape, or what's that stuff called, the strips you can get, the command strips, because there's holes. So then it looks weird if you command strip it, but there's holes. So I keep a little screw set that doesn't weight bearing, or some of them are, but typically they're not. It looks pretty. Oh, thanks, Meg. I know. That's what my husband, every time I bring it up, he's like, no, that's a firm no. And I'm so glad I have him, because then it makes the decision making so much easier. I'm like, well, I guess if it's a firm no, I shouldn't do it. But I mean, I guess it's selective listening, because those firm no's don't always stick on everything. I was totally shopping. While I've got y'all, who has heard of, shoot, it's an email. Let me open email real quick. They have a mystery box right now. What is the name of the company? Hold on. I'm trying to get a box sent or a coupon code for you guys. I really don't like featuring boxes or mystery box, anything that I can't hook y'all up with something. Like just putting it up to put it up, but we don't have any future with it. I typically don't do that. And that's where this box is. Judith March is the name of it. And they have mystery boxes. And these clothes are so over the top. I believe they're out of Alabama. I've been secretly stalking them. If y'all know anything about that, let me know. If you have a connection with them, I would love to work with them. I mean, I went to order the box. I'm paying for the box. But I just need something for you guys. So Judith March, mystery boxes. Take a look at those. Okay. Yes, Janet, you can paint the screw head as well. That scratches. You have to have metal paint. Sometimes that can be, I guess if you have metal paint on hand, you're good. But yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I'll be watching the comments below to answer questions for anybody who's needs those answered, since I'm not doing a stereotypical walkthrough. And I'll have the link to the past unboxing for that as well. Thanks for hopping on and chat. We should do this more. It would make it easier for us to not have to chase each other on the Ask the Pink Envelope group, but we can just hop on here and talk with each other. All right, you guys. Thanks for hanging. I hope that you have an absolutely beautiful Tuesday. And if you subscribe to the channel, I'm going to see you guys later. Bye, y'all.